Hi, second graders. Today we are doing deep dive for Module 3, Lesson 17, and we are looking at why do writers rearrange sentences? You will need your blue workbook and a pencil today. Okay, I'm going to show you two excerpts from the story of Ruby Bridges, and I want you to follow along as I read. You're going to think about how are these two parts similar and different. We're on handout 17A, sentence variety. I'll read the first one. Excerpt version 1. Ruby experienced that kind of school day every day for weeks that turned into months. She walked to the France school surrounded by marshals. Ruby walked slowly for the first few blocks. She was wearing a clean dress and a bow in her hair and carrying her lunch pail. Ruby saw a crowd of people marching up and down the street as she approached the school. Excerpt number 2. Every day, for weeks that turned into months, Ruby experienced that kind of school day. She walked to the France school surrounded by marshals. Wearing a clean dress and a bow in her hair and carrying her lunch pail, Ruby walked slowly for the first few blocks. As Ruby approached the school, she saw a crowd of people marching up and down the street. How are these two excerpts similar? Yeah, most of the words are the same. Some of the words are in a different order. In the first one, the beginnings of sentences sound the same. The first word is always Ruby or she. In the second one, the sentences begin in different ways. One sentence starts with every day, another sentence starts with wearing a clean dress, and another sentence starts with as Ruby approached. How would you describe the first excerpt? So this first one, how would you describe it? One might say it's predictable. You know what's going to happen. Some of you might think it's a little boring or the same because words are repeated. The second one is a little more interesting because it's changing and they use different words in different orders and it's not the same words repeated over and over again. So we're going to do something similar with our Ruby Bridges passages here. We're going to choose a paragraph that we think has more variety. So looking at the first one, I'm going to read it to you. I want you to think about what the sentences start with. Ruby's mother took care of the children during the day. Ruby's mother went to work scrubbing floors in a bank after they were tucked in bed. Ruby's mother took the family to church every Sunday. Ruby's mother said, "We wanted our children to be near God's Spirit." That's number 1. Number 2. Ruby's mother took care of the children during the day. After they were tucked into bed, she went to work scrubbing floors in a bank. Every Sunday, the family went to church. We wanted our children to be near God's Spirit, Ruby's mother said. Looking at both of these paragraphs, which one has more variety? It's full of changes and combined with different sentences instead of repeating the same things over and over again. So you get to choose. We have paragraph A and we have paragraph B. So you're either going to write paragraph A or you're going to write paragraph B in the blank. And you're going to say it has more variety because. Tell me why you think it has more variety or why is it more interesting to read. Why do you think writers rearrange sentences to add variety? Why don't all writers just repeat the same beginnings of sentences over and over again? Captain Underpants did this, Captain Underpants did that, then Captain Underpants did this, then Captain Underpants did that. Would that be very interesting to read? I wonder. So your job is to complete this bottom part of handout 17. When you're done, take a picture of it for Seesaw.